Liz Butler from LB Communications. Liz, you're going to share with us these mysterious LLP techniques and following, probably very appropriately following Kate. So welcome, Liz.
Okay, welcome everybody. Thanks for having me. It's good to be here. And I do really look forward to our Marketing Derby get-togethers. So yes, I'm going to share with you 2 powerful and really effective ways you can manage negative emotion. And you might be able to share these with your family, friends and business colleagues who might be experiencing negative states as well. So before I do that, I'll just introduce myself. So as John said, I'm the owner of LB Communications. I'm a business development specialist, and I've been working with a range of industry for over 20 years. And I'm also a licensed master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. I've trained with Dr. Richard Bandler, the co-creator of NLP, and John Laval, who's one of the world's most respected corporate consultants and also the president of the Society of NLP. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you who are thinking, what is NLP? Because I certainly didn't really know about it or the value of it maybe about 3 years ago. So I'm going to tell you what it is. If we start with the first, so the first is neuro. Now, neuro refers to our nervous system and the experience which is transmitted through our 5 senses. So what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we smell, and what we feel, okay? Now, linguistic, now this refers to our communication and our non-verbal communication, which codes that experience, and it tells our brain how we need to reference it, whether it's something important, whether we need to hold on to it, or whether it's something that we can just let go. And the programming, well, this is the ability to organize our communication so that we can achieve our goal or our result. Now, in really simple terms, because I like simple, it's all about the way we think. So the way we think affects the way we feel, and the way we feel affects the way we do. So if we think a certain way, and if that way makes us feel anxious, out of control, frustrated, then the way we do is most likely going to be completely disorganized, a head full of noise, and not able to deliver the task that we need to deliver. Our performance is going to be on a downward spiral. So in terms of business growth and being able to communicate and influence well to your customers, you need to have a good process. For me, in my head, I think X plus Y gives me Z. And if X and Y, if one of those is negative, you're going to have a negative outcome. And we want positive outcomes. So if you think differently about something and you train your brain to do what I call thinking on purpose, living in the moment, you will feel differently and you will get a different outcome. So you will go from feeling anxious to being calmer. You may feel more motivated. You might feel stronger, more in control. And that means that you're able to make better decisions. Good decision, bad decision. Good feeling, bad feeling. It makes sense to think about it on purpose and do what gives you the good decision, the good result. If you keep running a process which gives you a bad result, you're going to keep getting a bad result. So change what you do. Now, the most powerful way you can learn how to change and think differently is to relax, okay? Because when you relax, you enable your immune system to work to its fullest. Diaphragmatic breathing is a really, really powerful way to relax. So I'm going to explain to you how to do it, and then we're all going to do it together. Okay? So this is one of the most important things I've learned. It's great for the personal relationship and the communication I have with myself, and it's absolutely brilliant for business. Okay? So, diaphragmatic breathing. Firstly, you don't need to do this, I'm just going to explain it to you. Sitting in your chair, I want you to just let your shoulders relax. A lot of us are walking around and wearing our shoulders as earrings at the moment. Okay, so we just let our shoulders relax. And let your quads relax too, okay, with your feet firmly on the floor. And then 2 centimeters below your belly button, you gently breathe in, and as you breathe in, you push your stomach out. You feel your breath flow through your rib cage, through your shoulders. I'm going to close my eyes now. Through the backs of your eyeballs, you pause, allow it to flow through the back of your head, and you gently exhale through your mouth. And as you do, you contract your stomach. Now, by doing this, you increase the blood flow to your brain, which immediately gives you a calming effect. People say to me, how often should I do this, Lizzie? And I say, for as long as it takes you to feel calm. But like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So, is everybody ready? Okay, so if your feet are firmly on the floor, you've got your shoulders relaxed, your quads are relaxed, and you're going to breathe starting 2 centimeters below your belly button, okay? And as you breathe in, you're going to gently push out your stomach, okay? You're going to feel the flow of breath through your rib cage, through your shoulders, into the backs of your eyeballs. You'll take a few moments, and then around the back of your head before gently exhaling through the mouth and contracting your stomach. Okay. Now, as I said, the more you do this, the better you get at it. And if you're looking to change your state, you need to be in a relaxed state first. This is the first thing you must do. Okay? Now, there is another state that you can use your breathing for, and this is the second best thing I've ever learned. You can teach yourself to be more energized. And in a business environment, this is really, really valuable, because whenever we're selling, and I would argue that everybody is in sales, but that's another conversation. But whenever you're selling, you need to be able to have your breath where you feel in control and yet you remain energized. I spend a lot of time on the telephone. I like being on the telephone, and I like being able to communicate and influence positively with people so we can work towards a desired goal. Now, if my breath is too low, I'm going to be like this, and I'm a bit like, yeah, well, I've got this product, I think it'd be really good for you. It's not going to do anything for anybody. Now, if my breath is too high, for me, I go manic, and I'm like a chihuahua running around in circles. So I've got to keep my breath just in the right place, and I've got to be able to get into it. David, you mentioned that this is a difficult time, and we're in a very fast-changing environment. You're absolutely right. So we have to be able to manage and control our emotions so that we can adapt and change. Some days I'm on the phone to people and I'm helping them personally develop through NLP work. That could be at 10 o'clock, at 11:30, I'm on a business development call. I need to be able to adapt and change and manage my emotional state so that I give the best performance, and so that I'm able to communicate and influence positively so that we work towards the result that we're looking for. Now, finally, because I'm aware of time, John, sorry, you know I like to talk, is the other thing is that I would say is, I've mentioned it previously, is to think on purpose. Good decision, bad decision, okay? Now, our nervous system responds using our 5 senses. So it makes sense that when we see and hear words, they affect us negatively and positively. John, you mentioned earlier, your words were, we see every night on the news, same news every day. You're completely right. We have a 24-hour cycle of news telling us every new case and every new death. Now, for some of us, we're able to let that go. For some of us, we're not, because we code it and we give it a different meaning. And for us who give it a very important meaning, what we're doing is that we're telling our brains to keep it at the fore of our mind. So inside we have an internal visual, which means we never escape it, which then means if we're thinking in a way of negativity, every new case and every new death, of course that makes us feel anxious. And the result is anxiety, even panic attacks, etc. Okay, so we've got to change the way we think. Now we're in control of the visual externals. So my advice to you is if it makes you feel anxious, turn the news off, okay? And flood your brain with the things you enjoy. The beauty of the past is that you can revisit it whenever you like. Now I'm 41, which is the equivalent to about 15,000 days or 15,000 worth of memories, okay? Now for the last 6 weeks we've been in lockdown, so even if I was to take those 42 days out, I've got over 14,550 memories to draw on. So my advice is that you close your eyes, you make sure you're in a relaxed state, and you revisit the good stuff. And what will happen is that you will train your brain to think of what is good, because your brain only wants to do what's right by you. It is designed to survive. Okay, and make those memories colourful, life-size, amplify the sound, okay, and completely associate yourself with the memories, and laugh. Laughter is the best brain interrupt pattern there is going, so have fun. So to summarise, I would say relax, smile, and do what feels right for you. Thank you.